All right, what is going on, everybody? So, auto rifles in Act 3 are going to be really strong thanks to the new artifact mod. So, we're going to have Overload Auto Rifle in the game once again. We're also going to have Sustained Fire, which continuously damaging combatants with an auto rifle is going to grant you damage resistance. We also have Targeting Autoloader, which, when you have an auto rifle equipped, defeating combatants reloads your equipped weapon and will temporarily increase weapon damage. You will also get bonus progress when dealing final blows while you are surrounded. Now, we also have in column 5, Shock and Awe, which this is why I'm making this video is specifically for ARC auto rifles, because they might see the time of day in Act 3. Obviously, all auto rifles are going to be good thanks to these artifact mods, but more importantly, this ARC one. So when you have an ARC or Prismatic subclass equipped, ARC final blows while you are amplified are going to summon a burst of lightning that will damage and jolt targets. So Shock and Awe is going to be a very fun artifact mod to run. That's why specifically this video is just for ARC auto rifles that you probably have and don't even know, or really easy to get ARC auto rifles in Destiny 2 right now. So starting off, we have the Centrifuse auto rifle. You can buy this from the Exotic Archive. In the tower, it is under the Lightfall Exotics. This is one of the #1 options, in my opinion, for this artifact mod and these artifact perks for all ARC auto rifles, maybe even just auto rifles in general. This has seen the meta. It has not gotten that much use recently, just because we haven't really had that many auto rifle artifact mods. It just hasn't fit the current meta. However, this exotic is a ton of fun. It has the trait Regenerative Motion, which sprinting is going to gradually reload this weapon. You also have the intrinsic trait Overcharged Capacitor, which sprinting, sliding, and firing this weapon will build a temporary electrostatic charge, which is going to increase range and reload speed. Final blows with the high charge will cause explosions, and maximum charge explosions will blind targets. This exotic is a ton of fun to use. The catalyst will make it so when you're amplified, this weapon will gradually gain the overcharge for this weapon. This is a very fun weapon to use. If you do not have this exotic, use your exotic cipher and buy it from the Exotic Archive over in the tower. You definitely want to get your hands on this weapon. In order to get this catalyst, you need to go to Banshee, and it is a pretty long quest line. You have to complete about 200 activities in order to get this catalyst done, so it does kind of suck. And that's just to get this catalyst. You still have to go get the 700 enemy kills, which I still haven't done for some reason, so I'm going to be doing that tonight. Now, if you don't want to waste your exotic slot, there's some really easy ARC auto rifles you can get in Destiny 2 right now. So getting into it, we have the Prosecutor. This is from the first encounter of the Prophecy Dungeon. You can farm this encounter fairly fast. In the first perk slot, there is Rewind Rounds. You have Keep Away as well as Dragonfly. My favorite perk on this is going to be Keep Away because we get the increased reload speed, which with Volt Shot, in order to proc Volt Shot, you get a kill and you have to reload in order for Volt Shot to be active. So that's why I like Keep Away. It will make our weapon just reload even faster. There's also Dragonfly, which precision kills will create an elemental damage explosion. So Dragonfly and Volt Shot paired together can be a lot of fun to use. So either one, Keep Away or Dragonfly. Rewind Rounds, I'm not really too big on with Volt Shot because in order to proc Volt Shot, you have to manually reload this weapon. And Rewind Rounds is just going to fill your magazine back up anyway. So that doesn't proc Volt Shot since you're not manually reloading this weapon. That's why I'm not too crazy about Rewind Rounds on the Prosecutor. We also have another easy auto rifle to get from Shadowkeep, the Arc Logic. Definitely not meta by any means, but this is an easy ARC auto rifle to get. You can get the Subsistence and Frenzy roll on this. We also have Feeding Frenzy in the first perk slot. There's Overflow. There is Surplus. Really, I just want the Subsistence and Frenzy roll for lower end content. Pretty fun perk combination, in my opinion. We have the Shadow Price Adept. Shadow Price is in the Nightfall rotation. It is a Nightfall weapon that you can get at any time if you just want the normal one. You can get these Stats for All and Volt Shot roll. These two paired together are a ton of fun to use. You don't really see Shadow Price get too much use, but if you don't want to waste your exotic slot on the Centrifuse, Shadow Price is there. We also have the Sweet Sorrow auto rifle. This is from the Vox Obscura exotic mission. In the exotic mission rotator, you might even have this craftable. The Stats for All, One for All roll combination is a lot of fun to use. And, you know, this auto rifle is heavily used in both PvP and PvE. So you probably have this crafted. It's a 720 RPM, which makes it a lot of fun as well. And that's pretty much it on these 5 ARC auto rifles that you want to have for Act 3. I try to keep this pretty simple. There's obviously other arc auto rifles in the game that you might have. However, I just find these to be pretty solid for PvE and ones that you probably already have and don't need to go farm. There's other ones like, the Number, there's Sorrow's Verse. There's also the Come to Pass auto rifle from the Witch Queen expansion, but I'm not too crazy about that. It's a 360 RPM. Definitely not my favorite, but it's there. Yeah, these are just my top arc auto rifles in the game right now for PvE. Definitely not an insane amount out there. Will we see these even be meta? I can't say for sure, but all auto rifles are going to be good. That's it for the video. We'll see you all in Act 3. We'll see you in the next one. Hoppers.